Hello my dear friends, welcome back to the third session of the solution of the question bank of 3 marks. So the first 2 sessions I've already done, so those who have been watching, I'm sure that you are learning a lot from it. I have been receiving your comments, so it's good to see that many are learning from it. Alright, so without wasting much time, let's just get straight to the point. This will be the third session of the 3-mark solution of the 3-mark questions from the question bank provided by the NBSE. So we'll try to wind up the 3-mark question in this session itself. Okay. So question number, as I said in that second session, number 18. Question number 18, of course, will be from the reduced syllabus. So that we will not be doing. That's the area of the shaded portion, and also that part is removed from the syllabus for this session this year. So that's why we will go straight to question number 19, which I have already written. Those who can wish, you can write down. You can pause the video here, boom, and then chalo. You can write down. So as the question says, 2 cubes each of volume 64 centimeter cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. 2 cubes. Cubes, all the sides are same, isn't it? So 2 cubes, let's say this is first cube. All the sides are same. Let's say this is the first cube. So two cubes, so are joined end to end. So let's say this is the other cube. So the other cube is joined end to end. So 2 cubes are joined end to end. So the question is, find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. So you can see that when 2 cubes are joined end to end, my diagram is not very good. So what will happen is you will end up getting a cuboid. So generally, if we just rub this part, okay, if we wish, we can draw this. So what we see is that we end up getting a cuboid. This one also we can just rub off. So when 2 cubes are joined end to end, we see that we get a cuboid. Right. Okay, this one, if we can, yeah, no problem, we can join this. Okay. So now what happens is, you see, for a normal cube, since all the sides are same in a normal cube, the length, breadth, height are all same, which we call it as edge. So let A be the edge of the cube. So what will happen is, this is the first cube, this one. This is the second cube. When we combine, we get a cuboid. So for the cuboid, now what happens is length of the cuboid. And for a cuboid, what happens? We have the length, breadth, and height slightly different from each other. This is a cuboid. So the length, let's say length, this is the breadth, and the height of a cuboid are slightly different. So now the length of the resulting cuboid will be what? A and A. So that's going to be how much? 2A. Isn't it? Breadth remains the same as for the cube. So breadth remains as A. And what about the height? Height also remains the same. Height also remains as A. So when we join 2 cubes end to end, what happens is, except the length, breadth and height generally remains the same. So only the breadth and the height changes. Doesn't change. So now, but for that, one thing is that we have to find out the edge of the cube. Not given. Isn't it? Not given. Edge of the cube is not given. Only the volume of the cube is given. No problem. Volume of cube is given. I wish to do this in detailed manner, but as I have mentioned, this is just a revision course of the question bank, solution of the question bank. So I assume that at least you know some of the basic details, so that's why I'm skipping most of the descriptive parts. Volume of the cube. Volume of the cube formula is edge cube. 64 centimeter cube. So the edge of the cube is 64 cube root. Cube goes the other side, becomes cube root. So cube root of 64 is, okay, if you wish, you can write down 4 into 4 into 4 is 64. So that's going to be how much? 4 centimeters. So edge of the cube is 4 centimeter. I'm going to wrap this. So I hope you have written down the question. So edge of the cube is 4 centimeter. So then, as I mentioned, so length of cuboid A plus A, 4 plus 4, 8 centimeter. Breadth A, same, 4 centimeter. Height H, same, 4 centimeter. So you're supposed to find out surface area. So surface area of, in short, cuboid. Surface area means the total surface area. No special conditions are given. So twice into L plus B, BH plus H into L. Not L plus B, L into B. Twice of L 8 into 4. Surface area, so the unit will be centimeter square. So I'm just skipping that, centimeter into centimeter. Plus B into H plus H into L. That will be 2. 32 plus 16 plus 32 square units. So that's 2 into 64. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 left, 3, 6, 7, 8. So that is how much? 160 centimeters square. So this is the surface area of the resulting cuboid, which we get when we join two cubes end to end. So again, note down. You can pause the video here and you can note down. Done? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, let me write down the question. You can write down along with me. How many silver coins? How many silver coins? 1.75 centimeter in diameter and of thickness 2 millimeter must be melted to form a cuboid of dimensions. To form a cuboid of dimensions 5.5 centimeter into 10 centimeter into 3.5 centimeter. So the question is, how many silver coins? So normally when you think of a coin, we generally assume it's a circle. It's not a circle. For example, like a 5 rupee coin, it's somewhat like a cylinder. So let's say if this is a coin, then it has a thickness, let's say like this. So this is the thickness of the coin. So it somewhat acts like a cylinder only. Okay, so the diameter of the coin is given to us. Solution. Diameter of the coin 1.75 centimeter. So radius of the coin are 1.75 divided by 2, because radius is always half of diameter, na? So 1 decimal 75, so 2 decimals 0 0. 2 decimals, so 2 zeros will come down. If you divide by 25, 25 sevens are 175, 25 eights are 200, so it's 7 by 8 centimeter. and thickness. Thickness, which can be considered as height of the coin. Something like, as I said, it acts like a cylinder. Okay, so height of the coin, h, is given us 2 millimeter. 2 millimeters, so that's like 2 by 10 centimeters, so that's like 1 by 5 centimeter. The unit has to be same, so we'll have to keep it as centimeter. Alright, okay, so now the question is, why have we done all this? They ask how many silver coins should be melted to form a cuboid of dimensions this. So that means definitely cuboid is the bigger coin, bigger object, because question is how many silver coins should be melted to form a big cuboid. So whenever we have this kind of questions, how many bottles, how many marbles, how many balls, what do? We always divide, like a simple concept, we always divide the big volume divided by the volume of one quantity of that small object. So it's going to be what? Number of coins to be melted will be equal to volume of the cuboid, big one, divided by volume of one coin. So how do we find out the volume of one coin? That's what these conditions are all about. Is it going to be a circle? Is it going to be a sphere? It's going to be a cone. What is it? As I mentioned, since it's a coin with thickness, certain thickness, it acts like a cylinder. So when you go for the volume of one coin, it's volume of cylinder. Okay. So we are going to go straight directly to the number of coins required. So that will be directly. Number of coins will be simply volume of cuboid divided by volume of one coin. Okay. So volume of cuboid, length into breadth into height. So what was the volume of the cuboid given to us here? 5.5 into 10 into 3.5 centimeter into centimeter into centimeter, centimeter cube. Volume of one coin, pi r square h. So I'll just leave it here, 5.5. We'll do it slowly. 3.5 centimeter cube divided by pi. They haven't given us anything, so we are going to use 22 by 7. 22 by 7 into r, what was the radius? 7 by 8 whole square into h was 1 by 5. Centimeter square into centimeter, so centimeter cube, isn't it? Because centimeter square into centimeter, so 2 plus 1, 3. So that's why, since we are finding out number of coins, we should not have any units. Okay, pause the video. Okay, and then you can write down. Now simplification. Let's arrange words step by step so that you can avoid all mistakes. Okay, I'll just do all the steps so that you do not confuse exam time. So 22 by 7, I'm going to write it once again. Into 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64 because square, na? Into 1 by 5. I'll just continue here, okay, just to save some space. So as I mentioned, I will just write on all the steps. Into denominator, denominator, denominator of the denominator will go up. 7 into 64 into 5. 22 into 49. So let's do a little bit. Okay, we can just cancel some values here. 7 ones are 7, 7 sevens are 49. 2, 11, 2, 5, whatever we can. So now again, if we can just arrange 5.5, 55, so 1 decimal, 0, into 5, into 35, so that's again another decimal, 3.5, 1 decimal. That's all. Into 64 into 5, right? And 11 and 7, 11 by 7, 11 into 7. So let's do a little bit of calculation. 11 1, 11 5. 7 1 times, 7 5 times, 5 1 times, 5 2 times, 5 1 times, 5 2 times. Chalo, once again 2 ones are 2, 32. 2 ones are 2, 16. So we are left with 5 into 16. So that's like 25 into 16. 25 into 16, 6 5 are 30, 3 left, 6 are 12, 150 into 25, 0, 10, 4. So we will have to melt 400 silver coins to get our required cuboid. Okay? Alright, done? I'll rub it off now. Pause. Chalo. Next question. That's from the statistics portion. You can get ready with your statistics portion. I will not be writing down the entire question, okay? Or should I? Sorry. I'll just write down. For some of us may not have the question, so I'll just write down quickly without wasting much time. This is below the table, the last line, but I'm just writing it on the top. It's all the same. Determine the model lifetimes of the components. The question is, the following data gives the information on the observed lifetimes in hours of 225 electrical components. Determine the model lifetimes of the components. This line is at the bottom, so I'm just writing it on top. Model, that means we are supposed to find out the mode. So what is the table here? I'll just draw the table here. Lifetimes, frequency. I'll just do it here, it's alright, no? So 0 to 20, 20 to 40. For mode, we don't have to draw any special table, isn't it? 60 to 80, 80 to 100, 100 to 120. Visible, na? Chalo. Lifetimes, frequency. 0, 20, 20, 40, 40, 60, 60, 80, 80, 100, 100, 120. Frequencies 10, 35, 52, 61, 38, 29. Now to find out the mode, we have to find out the model class. How do we find out the model class? Because remember, don't write this. The formula for mode is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by twice of F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. This is the formula for mode. F1 minus F means frequency. F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now what are all these F1, F0, L and all? As we know, L. This all represents values related to the model frequency. I'll give you a simple tip, you can just do that. But for that first we have to identify the model class. Here, how do we do that? Here the highest, H-I-G-H, this question is written, no? I'll rub this part, okay, so that it will give me some space now, because I need the table. So I'll just start from here. Solution. Here, the highest frequency is, see, you might not get the exact questions in statistics, okay, but you will get similar questions where the numbers might change. So this will be good practice enough, because in the exams, even if the numbers change, the formulas, the concept, you'll be using the same, so you can do any kind of questions, okay? So that's something which you should understand. So here the highest, what is the highest frequency here? 61. This is our model class. Highest frequency, 61, isn't it? So the highest frequency here is 61. So model class is, what is the model class? 60 to 80. 60 to 80. So therefore, L represents the lower limit of the model class, niche wala. So that's 60. Now F1, F0, H, of course, class width. So it's 20, 20 each. So 20. After that, it's very simple to recognize F1, F0, F2. Middle, na? So we need F0, F1, F2. So this is the middle. So this is F1, upar wala F0, niche wala F2. Simple. Middle one, F1. Before that, F0, F2. So it's like model class will be the middle. So it's F1, F0, F1, F2. Bus. So that means here, what is F0? 52. F1, 61. F2, 38. Bus. Next, just use the formula. So we'll just substitute 60 plus F1. 61 minus 52. 2 into 61 minus 52 minus 38 into 20. Done. I'm rubbing this table also now. So now the calculation. I'll continue here. 60 plus 61 minus 52. 61, 52, 62, 9. 9 divided by 122 minus 50, 80, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into 20. So that's going to be 60 plus 9 into 20, 180. Isn't that 9 into 20? 20 means 20 by 1. So 9 into 20 is 180. 90, 100, 10, 22. So that's like 32. 180 by 32. So we can cancel. 4 8s are 32, 4 4s are 16, 17, 18, 2 left, 25. So that's like 60 plus 45 by 8. 60 plus 45 by 8. So that's 60 plus, just to save some time, I've just divided this 45 by 8, 5.625. 5.625. So that's like 65.625. Division, so I am sure that you can do it, so that's why I've just calculated in the beginning. So 60 plus 5.625, that's 65.625. Okay? Alright, let's move on to the next question, that is number 22. I'll just write down the question because I'll just read the question once because this is not very important. It just tells us what the table is all about. Okay. The following frequency distribution gives the monthly consumption of electricity of 68 consumers of a locality. Once again, the following frequency distribution gives the monthly consumption of electricity of 68 consumers of a locality. Find the median of the data. That's our main question. find the median of the data, and the data is given as monthly consumption. Number of consumers. Monthly consumption, number of consumers. So it's like 65 to 85, 85 to 105, 105 to 125, 125 to 145, 145 to 165, 165 to 185, 185 to 205. This is the monthly consumption. Monthly consumption, number of consumers, that's, we will decide later on. 4, 5, 13, 20, 14, 8, 4. Now I can see that the frequency is like up and down, increasing, decreasing also. So that means this is normal frequency F. So as we know, to find out the median, we need the cumulative frequency also, CF. Now how do we go for calculating this CF or cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency means we keep on accumulating, so that's like we go on adding the frequencies. But for that we need to verify also. So let's first add the total of the frequency. So that's like 5 plus 5, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 29, 30. 3 left, 4, 5, 6, 7, 70. So the total of the frequency is, this is 13, sorry, this is 13, sorry, I read 13. Cross checking once again. 4, 5, 13, 20, 14, 8, 4. So this is not going to be 70. 15, 30. So I believe this is going to be 68. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 28. 2 left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Now for cumulative frequency, what we will have to do is we keep on cumulating. That means first one you will just write on 4. Done? Next you will add 4 with 5. 4 plus 5, 9. I'm giving you this arrow mark signals. Next 9 plus 13. How much? 9 plus 13? 13, 22. Next again we continue like that. 22 plus 20, 42. Next 42 plus 14, 42, 52, 53, 55, 56. 56. Next 56 plus 8, it's something like 60, 61, 62, 64. 64 plus 4, finally 68. So if you're doing your totaling correct, you will see that the last value 68 should come up to be equal with the total of the frequency 68, because we're just summing up only. So the last value also should be same, 68. Alright? So you can get the table. Now what was the formula for this is okay, I need this also. I'll just write down here. Median. What was the formula for median? Median was again L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class divided by frequency of the median class into h. Now how do we calculate this L, n by 2, CF, F, H? Here, n by 2, n means the total, 68. 68 by 2, so that's 34. Simple as that. N by 2 is 34. Now, median class, we have to get the median class. Median class is, now from the cumulative frequency distribution table, we are allowed to see now where is 34. Where is 34 here? Nowhere. Look closely. Cumulative frequency means up to C. It is there. It may not be here, but you see 4. That means up to 4. 65 to 85 is up to 4. That means from 4 to 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These values are in this interval, 85 to 105. Similarly, from 9 to 22. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and all those values are in this interval. So likewise, our job is to find out where is this 34 going to be. Now 34 will be what? 22. Now from 22 to 42, all the values are in this interval, because this is up to 22. That means from 22 till 42, our values are in this interval. Okay, so I will be rubbing off the arrow marks now. I guess you must have already written it down. It is looking very messy. So from 22, I hope you've understood, no? From 22, 23, 24, 25 till to 42. That means 34 is also between 22 and 42. That is after 22. After 22, 34. Isn't that? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, then 31, 32, 33, 34. 35, 36, 37, 38, 44, 42. All those values are here. This is which interval? 125 to 145. This is our median class. 125 to 145. Alright, so I'll just rub this part only, okay? So that means L here is again the lower limit of the median class, 125. H, of course, class with 65 to 85, that is again 20. CF, what is CF? Or sometimes we just write C also. This was the CF part, not table, this was the F table. CF actually represents the cumulative frequency of the class before the median class. This was our median class. So what was the CF before the median class? 22. F represents the frequency. This is the frequency of the median class, 20. Alright, so you can rewind that once again and just watch that again. Okay? So CF represents the class frequency, cumulative frequency of the class before the median class, and F represents frequency of the median class. So now let's use the formula. So median will be L, how much? 125 plus N by 2, calculated already, don't do it again, 34, minus CF, 22, divided by F, 20, into H. H is again 20. So this time 20, we can just cancel. 425 plus 34 minus 22, 12. So the median is 137. Very simple. Alright. Okay, you can get ready with the next question. That is question number 23. Now question number 23, it's from probability. One card is drawn from a well shuffled. I think this is the only interesting part in mathematics, isn't it? When we talk of cards, playing cards. 52 cards. Find the probability of getting. Find the probability of getting, number 1, a face chehra, face card. Number 2, a lal chehra card. Number 3, spade. Now in a deck of cards, solution, very simple. In a deck of cards, there are 52 cards. Deck of cards means packet. Okay, in a packet of card, there are 52 cards. So total outcomes N of S is 52. Now number 1, a chehra card, a face card. There are, okay, we'll just do the basic way. Let A denote the event of getting a face card. So there are how many face cards in a deck of cards? Face cards means, that's why I was telling you, chehra card. You can see that in a deck of cards there are only few cards where you will have the pictures of certain kings, queens and jacks. So in a deck of cards we have 4 suits or 4 families. So in each of the 4 families, we will have pictures of jack, king and queen. That means for a spade you'll have jack, queen, king. In a spade. In clubs also, in clubs family also you'll have jack, queen and king. In diamonds also you'll have jack, queen and king. And then in what? Clubs, spades, diamonds, hearts. Hearts also you'll have jack, queen and king. So there are actually what? 3, 6, 9, 12. There are 12 face cards. There are 12 face cards. There are 12 face cards. That means number of favorable outcomes for the event A will be 12. So therefore, simply probability of getting A will be number of favorable outcomes for the event A, that is face card, divided by total number of outcomes S. So that is 12 by 52. So that's like 4 3s are 12, 4 1s are 4, 3. So that's 3 by 13. Remember, probability is always less than 1. So that's like 3 by 13. Alright? Okay. Number 2. A red face card. Let B denote the event of what in handwriting? EVENT. Event of getting a red face card. So there are how many red face cards? Remember, in a deck of cards we have only black and red colored cards. So we have red colors, diamonds and hearts. Diamonds and hearts. So we will have 3 plus 3. 6 red face cards, because the other 6 belongs to black face cards. So therefore, number of favorable outcomes for our second event is 6. So therefore, probability of getting a red face card, that is number of favorable outcomes of B4 divided by number of favorable outcomes of C divided by 6 is 52. That is 2 3s are 6, 26. So 3 by 26. Okay, you can pause the video there and you can write down. Third one, I'll just write here. Third one, they're talking about a spade. So let C denote the event of getting a spade. So there are how many spades? One suit, one family belongs to spade. So there are 13 spades. So number of favorable outcomes for this third event C, that will be how much? 13. So probability of C will be number of favorable bites is 13. So 13 by 52. So 1 by 4, because 13 4s are 52. 1 by 4. Next question, 24. It's a lengthy question. A box containing 90 discs, which are numbered 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn means not drawing, drawn means in probability picking up, okay? If one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the, in short only, alright, probability that it bears a find the probability that it bears a, क्या है number 1, a 2-digit number. A 2-digit number. We'll do all the questions one by one, okay? So I'll not write down all the questions here, okay? So solution, the first one. Now, second one I'll give you the question later. So how many numbers are there? There are 90 discs. So therefore total number of outcomes is 90. So for the first one, there are a 2-digit number. So how many 2-digit numbers are there? There are, you can just use your common sense. There are just like, how many 2-digit numbers are there? I'll just tell you, 2-digit numbers. It starts from 10. 10, 11, 12. Count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Most of the students, what they do is they count 10, 20, no? 20, 2-digit numbers. So 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. How many? 80. Count again. 10. So we start from 10 because 10 is also a 2-digit number, isn't it? So it's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Not up to 20. That means 10 to 19. We have like 10 2-digit numbers. So similarly, now next is from 20, isn't it? Because from 19, so 20. So 20 to 29, we have another 10. 29, no, I mean 30. 30 to 39. 40 to 49. 50 to 59. 60 to 69. 10, 10, 10. Yeah. 70 to 79, 80 to 89. So how many do we have? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So there are 80 plus 89, isn't it? We have to count till 90. So there's that 90 left. So there's like many mistakes are done here. Okay. This one is not being counted by many students. So actually there are how many? 81 two digit numbers. All right. So therefore, even if you don't name the event, therefore probability of like a 2-digit number. How many? 81. Total outcomes 90. So 9 9s are 81, 9 10s are 90. That's it. 9 by 10. Okay. Second question. Number 2 is a perfect square number. A perfect square number. Perfect square numbers. What are the perfect square numbers? The perfect squares from how much? 1 to 90. 1 to 90 are 1, 2, not 2, sorry, 1, perfect square, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. Next is 100, so that goes beyond 90. So how many? So there are how many perfect squares then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many? There are 9 perfect squares from 1 to 90, isn't it? Because after 81, next is, see, 1 square, 1, 2 square, 4, 3 square, perfect squares, 9, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, 9 square, 10 square is 100. 100 goes beyond 90. So that's why there are 9 perfect squares. So the probability of getting a perfect, this should be written as it is written, okay, like this bracket. Now, probability of getting a perfect square is how much? 9 out of 90. So that's like 1 by 10. Alright, you can pause the video there. Boom. Chalo. Next, number 3. The third one is 1, 2, 3. Third one is find the probability of getting a number divisible by 5. A number divisible by 5. So numbers divisible by 5 from 1 to 90 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So there are how many numbers divisible by 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 18 numbers divisible by 5. So the probability, therefore probability of getting a number divisible by 5. So probability of a number divisible by 5 in the context of the question. So I'm not writing it 1 to 90. Okay. Of course, number divisible by 5 means okay, it can be many, 5, 100, 105, 1000. But in the context of the question, we're talking of 1 to 90 only. So that everybody knows. So we're not writing anything much. No? So that's going to be favorable outcomes, how many? 18. So what is that? 9 2s are 18, 9, 10. So 2 by 10. We can cancel it again. So that's like 2 1s are 2, 5. So it's going to be what? 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Okay? Alright. Last question of the 3 marks. So I hope you are not getting bored. This is for the examination only. I mean, practice for the examination. Let's finish up 25. Die is thrown twice. What is the probability that number 1, 5 will not come up either time? That means not even once. That means 5 will not come up even once also. This is the first one. Second one again, like the previous question, we will do along. So solution. Okay, the first question. Second one again, we will do. No? When die is thrown twice. Die means that Ludo, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 time, 2 times. So you're throwing it twice. We get the sample space 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Similarly, all the possibilities 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Next will be see, some of you must have answered 3, 5 as if you're attending a class. So if you have answered 3, 5, that means you were concentrating. So that's good. 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 5, 1. These are all the possibilities. 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. Not necessary that you have to write this. Mentally also you can just calculate this. I am writing this down so that I can show you exactly what is happening. If you are confused, you can write down in the exams. Otherwise, without that also, I guess you can manage. So that means there are 36 total outcomes. That is, total number of outcomes is 36. No? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 36. 6, 6 are 36. Now the question is, finish now. 5 will not come up either time. Number of times 5 will not come up either time is equal to solution only. Okay, you can write down. Now after this, number of times 5 will not come up either time. That means 5 will not come up even once also. You can count and check. I was just having a cup of water. Five will not come up even once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here too 5 is there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25. Isn't it? 5 should not come up even once also. anywhere. So this we cannot count, this we cannot count, this we cannot count, this 5 to all we cannot count. So I might just need this sample space, so I'm just keeping it. Okay. So next, simply, therefore, you can write directly also. Probability equal to 25 out of 36. No problem. If you do this, 25 out of 36. Alright. Done. Second one. Second question. 5 will come up at least once. 5 will come up at least once. That means at least once there should be a 5. At least once. That means we can have 2 5s also. No, minimum 1. We can have 2 also, no problem. They're just saying at least 1 5, please. At least 1 5. So we can have 2 5s also, no problem. So if we just count, then number of times 5 will come up at least once. Number of times 5 will come up at least once. Let's count. At least once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5, 5 also will do. As I said, at least once. So it can happen 2 times also. So how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Therefore required probability is 11 out of 36. So that winds up the 3-mark questions. Okay, so I hope you will learn a lot from this, and then hopefully that you will gain a lot from this. Next, maybe tomorrow, those who are watching it today, the next session I will do it on the 5-mark questions also. Alright, so till then, practice these questions for your revision also, and yes, please do wear your mask every time you go out and stay safe. And yes, please don't forget to subscribe, share with many students, and please, if you find this good enough for you, please do like the video also. Alright, thank you then. Study well.